Johanne, let me for you.
We're celebrating our book signing.
We are book signing.
Yes, we're celebrating our book signing.
Yes, story. Oh my God, this is amazing. Johanne, you just know how to make a celebration out of the moment.
And I baked, what did I bake for you?
She baked some oat cakes.
Yes.
And I'm gonna have my own, and this is baked with love, get it correct?
I did.
And I don't see any, like this is, when I was about to say I don't see any rising agent, I see organic, I see.
All organic, that's right. Cheers.
Something good is going to happen in this.
Cheers for good health and success and friendship. Yes, cheers. What are we having? This is our
Wine and
wine.
oats.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Johanne, where do we start? Oh my God.
I'm so excited because this is such an important and special occasion for me. And the reason why is McNeil spent 3 months with me right here in this house. And McNeil used to go all around the house talking, looking up into the heavens, talking
Always
to
reading
God.
my books here too.
And I respected that. And I used to say, wow. And McNeil, I remember one day walked down from here, they guys are all the way down to the Corinth school. And then he came back so excited, telling me about he went to the school and how he's invited to speak to the kids. And he just...
I invited myself.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes.
But I've seen you grow into an author.
Wow.
And
I'm happy to hear from your mouth saying I've grown into an author, but I remember the time I spent 3 months here with Johanne. I had a whole bunch of books I was reading right here in this house. And look at that, years later, I'm in St. Lucia. I sat down and I wrote, how many books here? I wrote 8 books in St. Lucia. I started last year in Grenada when I took a leap of faith. And I did 7, and I did the other 6 here. And then these 2, which I'm about to talk about, were born right here out of documents, which became books. And one step led to the next. And now today I'm presenting Johanne 2 of my books, of my 15 so far, right here at this house, where I used to spend time praying, connecting. Because around Johanne's house is a lot of trees and bush, a view of the ocean. That's my kind of thing, So we spoke about a lot of things here, that my dreams, my goals, I wanted to speak to the world. I wrote down my vision board here. When I had a vision file, I used to pop things on it. And right here in this same house, I wrote things down. I would write books. Actually, I had plans to write 1 book, actually. That was it. And look at me. Anyways, so Johanne, today I'm book signing with you.
Because you did it with Shanna, my sister, who was so excited. She got her combo, and now I am getting mine. And I'm super excited and proud. It's such a proud moment for me. Come to see you actually sign my name. Oh my God.
Wow. Now there's something special I just came out with. So this book's going to bookstores. So I'll be putting this card as an insert. Exclusive for exclusive ones only. But you share in that exclusivity. So you're getting one of these cards, which I'm going to sign for you. And I'm going to sign it right here. Oh, can you imagine? Lord have mercy, right up here. Look at this. So, my goodness.
Wow.
And from this one, this is your keepsake. This is special. When you read it, you're going to figure out what I have on it. Guys, I'm about to print. Oh my God, I'm about to sign Johanne's book. Johanne, oh my God. Wow.
Yes. And it's all love and positivity as always. As always. As McNeil signs, I just want to say that I kind of like, McNeil inspired me so much when I was going through a lot. I went through some trials, and I used to see when he pop up on the live, and I would just tune in, and I was on ship, and a lot of what he said hit right, like it hit home, and it's like an awakening to tell yourself that you have to put yourself first, you have to love yourself, you have to appreciate, you have to live life to the fullest. Everything just hit home. And if you have not subscribed, or you haven't listened to McNeil, please do so now and go out and buy this book. Book. Go out, buy this book. You'll be giving yourself a gift to just check yourself. And it's like a refresh. When you reset, it's just a reset. That's what I would say. Oh my gosh.
I'm just doing this now. Imagine I stayed here. Imagine this. Not knowing. Look at that. Years later. Look at the circle of life. Look at the circle of life. Johanne, abundance is yours. This book, this is 17 pages of power. This is abundance. You cannot encapsulate abundance into a capsule or into a 17-page book, not even a 2,000-page book. But the way Spirit gave it to me to put on paper is in such a way that it goes into people's minds and it pierces down into the heart to open you up to another level of yourself and the abundance that's truly yours, the abundance that surrounds you, the beauty that surrounds you. Well, the beauty that surrounds the beauty within you, and I've shared this beauty with you, and now I'm presenting you right in this space, your
Thank
abundance.
you.
Get ready for the next big level of your life. Johanne, is there anything you want to ask me as we're here recording? Are we making this fun? You know, this is a continued journey. This is one of the lucky books, by the way. A few of them happen to be printed with the space in between. So the person, so out of how many of them, only a few I saw it that. And it's a surprise. When you get that, that's the lucky ones I call it.
Page.
Yes, your personal page. So, oh my God, you got one of those lucky books in that. Wow. I want to show everybody what's in the book, you know. Johanne, what do you want to ask me?
What do I want to ask you? I want to ask you, okay, so from you writing your first two, well, publishing your first two, because you said you wrote 8 books, right?
8 here, but 15 in total,
but
yeah.
Published two, your first
Published
two.
so far, yes.
I just want to ask you, like, from doing this, where do you see yourself in the next, like, just in the future, where do you see yourself?
I like that you didn't put the time on it.
No time.
You know, son, I love this question. You're the second person to ask that. Last week on a live, somebody asked this, and by the time I ended the answer, I realized I see a publishing house. Now, there's a prayer I said at my home years ago when I was 19, and I said, God, there's a man inside of here I haven't met yet. I so look forward to meeting him. I always thought I would talk. I thought I would become another version. Maybe when I saw myself being the flight attendant, modeling, doing different things. I never knew I would actually be an author. I'm being honest with you. Johanne, I didn't think I'd be an author. I just promised my mother I would write 1 book. That's it. And I said, okay, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Last year when I made the commitment to life itself, I said, that's it. No more going after jobs, no more going, because how many jobs can I do to reach the next level? I said, it's time to tap into my life purpose full time. And then I realized the man that was born is the author in me.
You just followed the journey.
I followed the journey.
And then I think, you know, in life, you know, we have a lot of high expectations, and we have, which you always tap in that. You know what you want in your head, but half of the time people probably live their full life and they never went to the potential or to the dream that they wanted. But you are, and I know, because you and I are very similar, we take risks. We don't like sit and say, if something just tells me do, and I just go and I do it. And I always say I'm a fish, because you can drop me into the ocean and I will swim, whether I have experience or not, I will swim. You know, and you are like that. You know, we go to territories, we go to places, we go to, you know, different countries, different cultures, and we adjust.
Yes,
we adjust and we excel. That's one thing. In everything that I've done in terms of my travel and everything, we always stand out. We stand out because we believe in being the best. We believe in our full potential. We believe in taking risks.
Yes.
Okay. So I can relate with you because I've seen you grow from being Liat. I was working at AT&T, and you used to come with your little pull-on. I saw you from there to here.
When I was dreaming about Liat.
Yes. I worked with you on ship. We were partners in crime on ship.
We opened ships together.
Yes.
Wow.
So you know we go way back. So I understand your journey, and that's why I'm saying right now, you've always been one that loves to talk.
Yes.
Talk. It may irritate some people, it may not. Some people will say, "Whoa," and some people will embrace it. But look at your journey and look at where your advice. You talk from within. And what I like about it is you embrace nature. You love nature.
Nature is the first luxury for me, by the way.
Yeah, because he lived with me. He was all in the bush. I said, what Magnic doing? Talking to the trees, going and talking to God. And I never judged. Never judged. I used to just stand up there and laugh. And then you say, but Johanne, look at this. Look at how beautiful the days. Thank you, Lord. Look at the trees. Look at that's McNeil. And I just stand and just say, wow. You know, because you were awakening a lot of things for me. You were not the normal. You were not the normal. You would not, like, you know, somebody come and stay with you and they're just there, they drink coffee and we go about the day. You were never the normal. You were always out of the, you don't know. You're a free spirit. And this is what I love. I love that you love life, you know. And I am one, I guess the older we get, that's when we appreciate. I don't like negativity. I love life, living life. I love to see people smile. I love to make people happy. And every time I go on, I watch your live or I watch you, you just resonate happiness.
That's
you
it.
know, we did a little line what night it was, and it was like,
I was smiling.
and you were like, look like old times, and there was no judgment, anything. We just enjoyed the moment. The moment, and you live for that moment. And when you go home, you're just smiling like, yes, we had a great night. And you were like, beautiful. And you know, this is what life is about. And one thing I always say, life is so simple. Life is very simple. We complicate life. We complicate life.
Life is about lifing, living. But to add to the question, to add to what you're saying there, and also what I was saying earlier, I see myself. That's the thing. As I take the steps and I take the risks and I just follow, I find new answers. And like you said, I'm not normal. I'm not normal. I don't make plans. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with planning. I plan when it's necessary. But I follow my intuition. It tells me, you know what, that looks good there. You know what, give this a tap into. And when I tap into, I always find something amazing. And when life tells me leave it, I leave it. So I see a powerhouse. I go with the flow. You know what I see? I see a publishing house. I see myself at the level where, do you know, 5 different people since I did my audacious.
Have you signed my book yet?
If I sign your book, hey girl, I signed your book.
Where? I saw this one.
I already wrote my little story.
Can you give me my book, please? Thank you. Let me give you a big
yes. Oh my God.
So proud of you. So
Thank you. And Johanne has impacted me in many ways. We've known each other for a while now, and we somehow we've hadn't seen Johanne for a year or 2 years. It's like when we speak again as if we just saw last week. It's like that. But I want to just say, you know, I was about to say the powerhouse is coming. You know what? The publishing house is coming. I see it. I feel that's what's going to happen too. Do you know, since I did this brave move to self-publish and to start selling, I started selling these as PDFs. I've never heard of anybody write books and say, oh, I'll sell the PDFs. I sold them as PDFs, as blueprints. So when it becomes the bestseller, that people could say, oh, I have the blueprint. People who actually bought the PDFs bought the books from me at full price.
I think I need the PDF too.
The PDF. So you want to have your PDFs.
I need my PDFs.
I'm charging you twice the price of the PDFs.
It's okay. I support my friends.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
Yes.
And here's the thing, and then you know what, Johanne? It's so interesting. You know, 5 people I could count at the top of my head, but I know there's more that said, you know what, since you made that move, man, I can't wait to put my books out. And people have sent me their books to proofread, and I'm like, what's going on there? And that's God telling me, sir, your publishing house is in the making. You'll be reading books to approve of them.
Yes. So you see, from an author to actually, because I've always seen a counselor in you, like an advisor in you.
My friend Lily would love to hear that. Lily, when you're watching this, you see therapist, counselor.
I've always seen that. So you've done it, and then you actually have people who look at you as a mentor. And right now, to publish their own book, they want your stuff.
You know what's beautiful too, and I like that you're saying that. And you know why I made this? When I said I'll be having this for bookshops, there's a lady in this from St. Lucia who ordered more than one bundles from me. She said I need to have more. So I said, okay, you know what, you're gonna put them in a store to sell them, and I'm like, that is amazing. So then I chose to make this to have as inserts for the books. And
you
I'm
can
like,
actually put it on a stand, you know. So when you have this, you have
she
a
already
stand.
know what you're gonna do.
And you can, I would, if I had, I'd put it on a stand like this. You know, like you actually make a stand to put it on, and you have the books. Yeah, that's another
same ideas are born.
Yeah, it's another
Guys,
idea.
that's why I tell you, I know this is not about me, this is about us. All of you watching, and even the one recording. I'll tell you something. I'm doing this for us. I'm using my talent and the talents I'm discovering for me to be fulfilled, to impact you, for all of us. This life is not mine, it's ours. We born today, we die tomorrow. That's just life. But once we're here in the land of the living, we have something to contribute. This is a movement for all of us. And I want to use this to inspire those of you watching. Follow your dreams. Follow your passion. Follow what your heart calls you to do. I know you might be scared. It's normal to be scared, my friend. But I'll tell you something. Feel the fear. Take the step. Your heart will never lead you. You could attest to the same. Yeah. Your heart will not make you take a step that you're not meant to take.
And listen to your inner voice.
Listen to your inner voice.
Listen, your inner voice is always right.
It's always right. We talk about that a lot.
Yeah, we've spoken about that, and I've taught my daughter that. Sometimes your friend call you and say, let's go there, and in your mind you're there, I don't want to go, but you're going to please the person. And then when whatever happened, if it happened, then you say, you know, my mind told me not to go. And we say that a lot. Oh, but you know, and I hear that all the time.
Some of us call it the Holy Spirit, some of us call it intuition, some of us call it whatever is something that always
listen to that inner voice. You don't have to please anybody, you know, as long as you know that you're doing the right thing. You don't have to please, but not because the crowd and noise say let's go there or let's do this or let's, you know, that inner voice, you'll feel it. You feel the moment you go, but when that inner voice says no, leave it, don't go.
Leave it, yes. How long has this been running? I shouldn't measure time.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
let's
time.
cut it and then we'll take photos.
My love, thank